The Rate Certified San Diego's most accurate forecast. This is a 10 News breaking weather alert.
And for that breaking weather alert, we have brought you a team of meteorologists, Craig Herrera and Angelica Campos, both tracking this storm.
Yeah, very impressive, right? We've been watching this nonstop all day. Kristen started this morning. You came in. We've been watching this. We've been talking about this for a week at least. Let's get started with Pinpoint Doppler live right now, and you can see where a lot of the rain's coming on in. We see this scattered in nature up to the north end of the county, very scattered in nature. You can see some up to the Palma Valley, and it is now starting to get cold enough where we're starting to see some of the rain starting to switch over to snow, but that's way up above the highest elevations. You can see it all the way from Julian to Mount Laguna down through Campo. While we're not getting any from El Cajon to downtown San Diego or Chula Vista, it is very scattered in nature. All right, let's start with our downtown sky cam. As we look out across to the bay, you really can't make out a whole lot. It's a lot of cloud cover, maybe mist and drizzle where you live. Wind has been the very big story for us. The sustained winds at Lindbergh are 25-mile-per-hour sustained winds. That is a constant, steady wind blowing on through. This is pretty much the story for most of the county. Some very gusty winds. The sustained winds for Ramona 27 or 26, 27 for Julian. Campo at 30 sustained winds. That wind is howling through there. 23 Carlsbad, over to La Jolla 24, and Oceanside 17. Coming right off the water. Very, very cold. Because it's very, very windy, a lot of the temperatures tonight will stay in the 40s for the places west of the mountains. The mountains will drop to freezing or below that later tonight. 51 Escondido and Poway. We're at 38 Julian, 1 degree above freezing for Mount Laguna. And again, that snow is coming on through. We have some rainfall totals to show you right now. Look at all these numbers. We've got 74 in Fallbrook. And Angelica, you've actually been taking a close eye and watching what these numbers are doing with our rainfall totals.
That's right. You can see here about a little bit over half an inch in Del Mar, and Encinitas right around almost half an inch as well. Escondido looking at higher amounts. We've seen those numbers much greater into the valleys and also into the higher elevations. So Poway an inch and over a quarter, Valley Center 1.19, Santee half an inch, Chula Vista only at about a quarter of an inch, just a little bit more than that. Mission Valley also about the same, and the numbers just very impressive as far as the winds go. They have been strong all day, and we're starting to see some of them going down, but it's not time to let that guard down because wind advisory remains in effect until 6 o'clock on Monday. The winds will average 20 to 30 miles an hour, which is what we're dealing with right now. And then you travel over to the deserts and the winds are even greater, gusts of up to 70 miles per hour. Again, I mentioned this over and over again. When you talk about winds over 40 miles an hour, that's when you start getting into that category for trees to come down, power lines to come down, for damage to happen, kind of like what we've seen so far today. Also, winter weather advisory, and this is why Craig just mentioned how we're dropping down 33 degrees right now in Mount Laguna with the possibility of snow as the snow levels start to drop. So Craig, look at that, already starting to mix a little bit out there on that radar in the higher elevations. Yeah,
exactly. What you're looking at now is a radar over the past 3 hours. We had thunderstorms near Borrego Springs earlier. We had a severe thunderstorm warning that ended at 4:45. But the blue that you see over Mount Laguna, over Highway 78, Palma Valley, that's where the snow's coming on through. How much can we expect? Well, for about 4 to 8 inches in some of the higher elevations, places like, Julian, close to places that get Dustin 3 to 5, Mount Laguna 4 to 8. This will happen by early tomorrow morning. So yes, we do expect some heavy snow across the higher elevations. Tonight, temperatures dropping into the 20s and 30s for the higher elevations. Highs tomorrow, Angelica, we've been talking about how cold this system is, only in the 50s. All the way from the coast to the mountains. All right, your extended forecast for the coast. A couple of scattered showers early tomorrow morning. The good news with this storm system is that it's moving out fast. I know there's a lot of wind still coming on through. All right, clearing and chilly right through Tuesday, but notice that after tomorrow morning showers early for the early morning commute, we're done. Maybe a little drizzle Wednesday morning. Highs remaining in the upper 50s Monday and Tuesday. We get back to the 60s on Wednesday. Again, the higher elevations only in the 30s tomorrow. The desert's right about 60 degrees or so. So yeah, Rio, we've been talking about this for, a week at least about this big storm system.
That jet stream just lining up with those very strong winds, but after today we can clean up and plenty of sunshine on the way.
Exactly.
Yes, you both. I've watched you both. I watched you on Friday night.
Yeah.
You obviously I was with last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Both did a great job tracking this storm.
Thank you.
Okay.